Welcome to the Lyfe podcast.
Yeah, and then after you graduated from Elsinore High School, you attended Cal State San Marcos, correct?
Yeah, man. Listen,
Tell us about that.
every time I think of like Cal State San Marcos,
Yes.
all I could think of is like girls and party. Like that's all I could think of.
Yes.
Right? Because
Yes.
it's like I went straight to college. Because again, I was getting comfortable with Elsinore, but I wasn't an Elsinore kid like that. So I was still like, yo, I gotta get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the decision. I was always focused, man. Like going through school in high school, I was always focused on getting good grades, and I wanted to be like a sports agent. So I knew that I had to get to college somewhere. And so, man, I embarked upon Cal State San Marcos, which is like it wasn't too far from home, but it was far enough.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So again, with the girls and the party, I moved to the dorms my freshman year.
Yes.
So moving to the dorm my freshman year, I mean, you can imagine it. There's girls across the hall. You know what I mean? Shout out to Candace and Taylor.
Yeah, shout out to you too. I don't know you, but shout out to you.
No, man, they some beautiful black women, man.
Okay.
And we had an opportunity to connect.
Yes.
And it's like, you can imagine, man, like there's no parents around. Like it's just you. So this is like my first experience. I'm outside
Yes.
of the house, and like CJ has to take care of CJ.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so just through that, the party, you have access to alcohol, you have access to other things.
Yes.
Right? You're growing like exponentially.
Yes.
So I think for the first time in my life, it was like,
You're finding yourself.
yeah,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And academics was no longer like a priority
Yeah.
because I was learning about all these other things. I mean,
Yes.
you got girls all around you. You know what I mean? You got access to alcohol, and there's drugs around.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
academics wasn't a priority. So, Cal State San Marcos freshman year, we do the dorms, that goes well.
Yes.
So, now the next step was going to a house. Now, I don't know how we embarked upon this house, but I promise you, this was like the perfect setup for a party house. That's how I know
Nice.
there's the Most High up here.
Yes.
Because he put us in the right position to have like the craziest parties.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, when we moved into this house, obviously you know what the get down is.
Yes.
You know the priority group. It's girls and party.
Yeah.
So, I remember this one time, this was the first year we were in the house, because we stayed there 2 years.
Yes.
Right? And the 2 years of that being there in the house, it means something. I'm gonna tell you now. The first year, we had a bunch of parties, and we had slowly but surely gained a reputation for being a party
The party house on the block.
right?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
is what you would call First Street, because we lived on First Street.
Okay.
So now anytime someone heard of First Street party house, like they knew
It was
it was us.
automatically CJ's house.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the craziest thing was I still had the same roommates that I had predominantly in the freshman year.
Yeah, in the dorms.
So we had gained this chemistry
Okay.
to where like we knew each other.
Yes.
We knew what each other wanted. So it all created like this beautiful like just compilation of just events to where, man, I know we got celebrating my birthday one time in February, and I don't know how, but I had friends from Orange County come through. I had some friends in Elsinore. I don't know where you were at.
I was everywhere during that time, man. I was in so much trouble during those years.
Right,
It's
right.
not even funny.
Right. So, I had everyone from everywhere come through.
Yes.
And man, I know I got this one friend we call him Fez, right? I met
Okay.
him, I must have been 5, 6 years old. So he's real cool with the people, like everybody loves him. So I remember he came through one time and he's like, bro, there's so many people here, Like, yeah, I know. So he's like, I'm gonna count how many people are here.
Yeah.
So that's what tells you, like, this house, basically our backyard probably had more square footage than the actual house,
Okay.
right? So, he's doing this thing, he's counting. I got like a group of like Norwegian girls in my room. Like,
Yes.
this just goes to tell you like how crazy it is, right? And so you know, he come back to me, he's like, man, I lost count, but there had to been like over 200 people here.
Damn,
It was like he got to
200
like
people?
210,
Wow.
something, and he couldn't count them all.
Yes.
So I'm like, man, that's crazy. So here we are, we got all these people here, perfect party house. No cops show up,
Yes.
right? And so the party ends like at 3 a.m. And so it was like a perfect party. It's like one of the best like birthday parties I could probably ever have,
Nice.
right? So now being young,
Yes.
you think you could do it again, right? So now St. Patty's comes the next month,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
St. Patty's comes and it's the same get down.
Yes.
Right? We now we're turning up. Now we got the stripper pole up in the
Nice.
house. You know what I
Where was the
mean?
stripper pole located? Was it located in the living room?
It was like smack dead in the middle of the
Oh,
living room.
that's sick.
You know, that happened in, man, it must have been like around 11:15,
Yes.
and you hear the knock.